Hey everyone, my name is Sean Cecil from the Oculus Institute, and today I'm going to teach you how to think in two very different ways. So one thing that I've stumbled upon is that I've come across many people who believe that they know how to think. But in reality, most people don't know how to think. It's like most people think they know how to read, but they don't really know how to read. Because if you go and you actually ask them to define random words and what they're reading, they'll be like, oh, I don't know, right? Well, then you haven't really read what it is you think you've read. If you don't have a dictionary, you don't make sure you know all the words, you're not really, truly getting the full depth of reading. In many ways, it's the same way with thinking. Most people, they believe that they know how to think, but they don't know how to think. And the reason for this is that there's actually two different kinds of thinking, right? One of which is analytical thinking. So analytical thinking is where you take a set of premises and you go do your analysis and you look at the numbers and you do decision trees and probabilities and pro-con lists and all this other kinds of stuff. This kind of thinking is something that people are, generally pretty good at, or they're close to what they think that they are, right? Some people say, hey, I'm not good at doing all that math and reasoning stuff, and they tend to be right because they haven't given themselves permission to go get good at it because they think that they intrinsically can't, which is wrong, they can, right? But, in my line of work, I come across a lot of professionals who are like, yeah, I'm really good at thinking, I'm very intelligent, I sit down, I do my spreadsheets, I think through everything, I'm very thorough, I have all my facts, my logic is solid, blah, 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 blah. And so they think that they're good at thinking. But in reality, very often they're neglecting the second aspect of thinking. So the second aspect of thinking is the holistic aspect, which is stepping back and saying, okay, let's take all this analytical thinking that I'm doing and let's evaluate it from outside of that process, right? Where are the weaknesses? Where are my cognitive biases? If I proceed down this logical path and I take it to its inevitable conclusion, where is that going to lead me? That kind of holistic thinking is something that most people really suck at, right? Most people aren't aware of their cognitive biases. Most people aren't able to see how it influences their decisions. Most people aren't able to compensate for it and say, hey, normally I tend to go this direction in a way that's inaccurate. So whenever I catch myself going there, I'm automatically going to correct a certain amount, right? That requires stepping back. Most people will make individual decisions, but they won't step back and say, hey, listen, what's the ultimate consequence if I always make a decision in this way? Because that individual decision may be rational in that moment. But when you add up all of those decisions over the course of your life, it may lead to a place that you don't want to go, right? It's like if you're playing poker, sometimes it makes sense to fold, right? If somebody goes all in, normally you're going to fold unless you got something really good, right? But if you're dealing with somebody who just goes all in every hand and you just fold every hand, you're going to lose the game, right? There's no, you're guaranteed to lose. And the dynamic changes when you step back and you see it from that bigger perspective. So let me ask you this. Are you good at analytical thinking? And then are you good at holistic thinking? Because most people who are really good at analytical thinking, they're so comfortable with it, they get so into the weeds on it, that they completely neglect the holistic thinking, which is a completely different skill set. It's a completely different way to think. And if you want to make good decisions, you have to be able to do it from both the analytical and the holistic lens. So, especially if you pride yourself on being thorough and getting all the facts and thinking through things logically, I'll challenge you. How often do you look at it from the holistic frame? And how often does that shape your decisions in a way that's different than it would be otherwise?
Before you go, I've got a free gift for you. So if you found this video valuable, if it helped you see the world in a new way, and you're interested in building a career that's going to bring you both personal fulfillment and financial prosperity, then I've got a free presentation for you to help you do just that. So if you go to the link below, it's www.oculusinstitute.com/workshop. That's www.oculusinstitute.com/workshop. Then it'll take you to a registration for a free presentation. It's about 50 minutes long, that's 50, and it's gonna give you the step-by-step process to building your dream career. See you there.